Hello lovelies, Zayala here. How's it going? Been a while. Bet you're wondering how I changed my name and why. But that's not the point. I'm back! Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. No, that was lovely. Thank you. That was my crowd. I don't know why. But yeah, you get the point. The point is, it's been a while. Yeah. And okay, forget the point. I'm going to explain to you why I had to change my name. And that's because I didn't like it. Decided to change it. Sounded childish. That's it. That's all. That's main reason of my point, I guess. I really don't. I don't really know specifically how to explain it to you, but yeah. Oh, sorry. All right. Let's get to the main point here. Where was I? All right. Yes. This is part 11? 11, yes. Yeah. Okay, yeah. And where we left off was, let's see, where did we leave off? Oh, like, Izuku's friends were, like, captured, including his mother, by Shigaraki, and that sucks. Really did. Really did. But then again, after the villains had knives through their neck, ready to cut his friends and his mom's throat right in front of them. Then all of a sudden, bam, here we start. After his parents and his friend was about to get killed, a man came out of the shadows and yelled, "Stop!" Everyone turned to where the voice came from and found out the voice came from All For One. The students did not know who he was, but the League were confused since they saw that their master and leader was preventing them to kill a few people. That was pretty strange for them. All For One was very angry that Shigaraki disobeyed his orders on harming the kid that he told him to leave alone. But as soon as he was about to yell at the others for following in his lead and disobeying him also, he saw that Shigaraki was not just threatening his son, but his wife. The reason why he's not fully evil, and at least has some heart. Seeing that, he decided to not just get rid of Shigaraki, but just get rid of him permanently. Since he disobeyed his decision, his direct orders, and going behind his back, while All For One was yelling at the League, Deku was able to attack the League since they were distracted by All For One, and since they had his mother, he was very angry, and with his anger, his power grew, and he was fast, so the League had a struggle to keep up with him, and were thrown towards the wall and knocked out. Dabi, Toga, and twice. Both wham. And he was distracted. He was distracted saving his friends. Shigaraki still standing and was able to almost kill Inko, his mother. Since since Izuku was busy doing his random hero shit, I guess. But as soon as Shigaraki was about to kill his mother, All For One grew in anger and got his dark energy, made a blade out of it. It was going to kill Shigaraki. But Shigaraki knew how to predict his master's move, so he dodged it, and All For One missed Shigaraki and stabbed his wife instead. When he stabbed his wife, Izuku yelled and with tears starting to run down his face. When All For One stabbed his wife, he started to cry, knowing he missed a person and that betrayed him and hit the woman that he loved. He started to fall on his knees, just processing what just happened and what he has done, and especially in front of his own son. He was so angry, he started to attack Shigaraki again. And while he was fighting, Izuku ran as fast as he could to his mother's side. He tried to... He was... Hold on. Alright, he tried to tell himself that she was going to be alright and could be healed, but when he saw his mom, he saw that the stab wound was bleeding out. Was the stab wound, and he knew that she would bleed out if he gets help or anything. He wanted to run to the emergency, but she'll die of blood loss, and he started thinking of possibilities, but his mom slowly grabbed his arm and told him that it was alright to take care of himself and another, but as soon as she was about to say she loves, then she died as soon as she was about to say I love you to her son and didn't get to say goodbye to the man she loved. If she only knew that her husband was the one that killed her. Izuku was slowly processing the fact that his mother died in his arms and failed to save her. But he didn't know that the man that killed her was right beside him. So, in blind rage, he did what he did. He didn't think of the reason, but it's only pain and anger. The matter he got the lightning, his green lightning started to turn into like a black purple, something like that, like a dark purple, and his eyes glowing white. He knew that he was going over his limit, and he keeps using this lightning. He'll burn his body from, like, I don't know, because lightning can also be fire. I still don't know how that works, but he really didn't care. He just wanted to kill the person who ended his mother's life. He figured that Shigaraki and the man in the helmet weren't on his mother's. Were the reason his mother's are. He knew All For One and Shigaraki are the reason that his mom is dead. So he decided to kill them both. I'm making him an angry bastard. That's how I'm gonna go with this. My reason, my story. All right. He knew the things he was about to do is something no hero would do. They won't take revenge, but he figured that no one was around, and he was still in deep rage. He decided, screw it. So he shocked Shigaraki in the wall while All For One was fighting. And Shigaraki started a fry with his Goku's lightning, and he kept doing it till there was hardly anything left to recover. And All For One was just watching. He just watched Shigaraki die, but he didn't want his son to do it. He wanted Shigaraki dead, but he didn't want his own son to kill him, because he knew that was pretty effed up. And yeah. Then Shigaraki died a slow, painful death. And Deku started to turn to All For One in a very slow turn, and just said in a very angry tone, "Your turn." All For One was very devastated knowing he killed his wife and turned his son into something he never wanted. But while they were fighting, All For One was slower, so Izuku took his chance and shocked his face, but All For One nearly dodged the lightning. So a piece of his helmet tore off and fell on the ground. while he fell on the ground. Deku was so angry he kept shocking his own father. But alright, shit, I'm lost. Alright. Okay, now I got it. Deku was angry, so he kept shocking, but All For One was able to like throw Izuku back, so he slowly got up. Half of his mask was gone. So, in much pain, he said, "Please, son, don't." Revealing himself as his father. And Deku couldn't believe it. His I don't know, like whenever he heard All For One say son, his eyes started to turn back to normal. His lightning started to fade away. He got on his knee and said, "No, you're wrong. My father doesn't have your power, or would never hurt his family." All For One looked down and said in a quiet tone, "I'm truly sorry, son. I didn't want it to turn out this way for you. To find out who I really am." As soon as he said that, Izuku knew that he was telling the truth and was devastated. His dad tried to explain what he was doing, and killing his mother was an accident, and Izuku was sick of it and just shocked him into the air, and down came a bolt of lightning from the sky, and they're All For One on the ground. Just like, I don't know. Izuku's friends were running, and they reached the city where everyone else was. The news at the location where Izuku and All For One were fighting. Nobody could see what was going on since the dust from the lightning struck came down. Izuku's friends were scared since that's where they knew where Izuku was, but they noticed a green lightning was going all over the place, so they knew that he was fighting, or he was alright, or something like that. Or he's trying to defend himself, you know. Since the sports festival went on and everyone knew him since he won, a lot of the people were curious on what he was doing there, fighting a villain, since he was a trainee, student, a rookie. So yeah. But his friends were the ones who were not just curious but also scared. As they were fighting, the police went on their way to see what was going on over there, but they kept getting struck by Izuku's lightning. And while All For One and Izuku were fighting, All For One tried to reason to his son, but he knew since his son saw what he has done and who he truly is, there was no convincing him. As they fought and fought, All For One got weaker and weaker, while Deku started to get a few burns from his lightning, but mostly calmed down. Then All For One was about to say something till Izuku just said, "Shut up," and just hit him in the wall. Hit him in the wall. That finished him, but loss of energy made him pass out. And when he came to, he saw that he was in a hospital room, and next to him was a bunch of gifts from his friends and their families. He was thinking for a while what happened and what was going on. Then he remembered about fighting and his mother dying, and told himself it feels all just a bad dream, but it all happened. Sorry, I'm starting to cry. As he was talking to himself, the door opened, and there was his friends with happy smiles and some with tears down their eyes. Remembering with tears down their eyes that filled with joy. Where was I? No shit, sorry. But remembering that his mother was, but while they're filled with joy, Izuku just kept on remembering that his mother was truly dead because of his father. But someone else knocked on the door. And it was a doctor, and he said, "Oh, good, you're awake. So, how do you feel, kid?" "Well, my parents are dead, and I have no family left, so pretty bad, doc." Sorry, kid, but there is some good news. Since you got healing, you made a full recovery, and we didn't have to do any surgery of any kind. Like nothing ever happened. He was happy since he made a full recovery, as always, but out of nowhere, but he has nowhere to go. He has his apartments, but after a month, he'll probably get kicked out. And he has no money to pay for rent, so he doesn't have many options to go anywhere. But the doctor gave him a few places to go to, but they all orphanages or people looking for kids. Izuku knew he wouldn't do any of that. So, after the doctor gave him a few checkups, he went home. He knew he had a place to stay for like a month, but he didn't think about that. Now, all he thought about was, what happened? What happens next? What happened while I was passed out? What happened to my mom's body? Or if the cops got his dad? Yeah, or what did anyone say about him? Or just a lot of things went on in his head. It was annoying. Till, ding dong, someone was outside of his apartment. As soon as he opened the door, he saw that it was All Might. Izuku was confused, but he was too depressed to think, so he just said, "Just come on in." They talked for a while, and the one thing that Izuku would never hear All Might say before is to come and live with him, since he has nowhere else to go. Izuku was really confused, since he saw All Might offering him to stay with them for like a while, I guess. I don't know. But he was real depressed, so he really didn't care. So he just heard what All Might wanted. He just let All Might finish what he wanted to say, but after a while, All Might was explaining to Izuku that he was like a son to him, and he feels like calling him son sometimes. That got Izuku happy, but also pretty bummed out, since his true father was apparently the #1 villain, and now his father figure is the #1 hero, and he has a lot of mixed feelings about a lot of things right now. But, All Might said what he wanted to, so he left after he was done. And Izuku wasn't in the mood and staying home, so he just left and took a walk. But it got dark, started to rain, so he decided to head back. Till he saw Mina and Uraraka running in the rain, trying to find a place to, go hide or something like that, I don't know. But he was going to ignore them, but he decided if they were fine or anything like that. Until he saw that they were running to a bus stop, Mr. Bus, that they needed to go on overhead. No, shit. What the fuck am I talking about? Alright, he was following them around, see if they're going anywhere, but the two of them missed their bus, so he overheard them talking about where they're going to stay for the night. So they decided, you know what, just going to go to them, ask them if they want to stay for the night, since there was a storm and he was living by himself. So he decided, but alright, really don't care. But the girls thought about, and well, I don't know, he really didn't care, but while he was talking to them, the girls thought about it in another way. But they accepted his gratitude, and the three of them went to Izuku's apartment. Now in that way, alright? Get the mind out of your head. Just talking, I don't know, made him feel better. Later on that day, he thought about asking Mina or Choco about how he feels, but I don't know, he has mixed feelings about both of them, so it kind of makes it really difficult for him. I don't know how he feels, so he just said, what the hell? What the hell am I gonna do now? It was pretty awkward. So after a while, they were watching a movie to pass the time. So I decided to tell them both about I don't know about his feelings, but then they passed out. I was like, alright, this is good, so, you know what, okay, shit, I'm lost right now, I'm just like saying random things at this point, sorry. So while they passed out, he told himself, alright, this is, either good or bad, but, all I know is I'm going to bed before something I regret happens. Then he decided to go to bed. He knew he had a long day. Just went to bed, hit the sack, but as soon as he closed his eyes, and a second later, he heard someone whisper in his ear, I love you. And that's all I got for now. That was a long freaking time since I've been gone doing this weird sleepover thing with him. I don't know. Sorry for making this strange, I guess. I don't really know how to go from here. But, yeah. That's all I got. And you'll be getting more videos from me. Yay! Yeah, thank you. And let me know if you liked the video. And, if you really want me to do more, I probably will either way. Just make sure you like, subscribe, share with your friends, and have a hell of a good time. Peace.